Hello, welcome to ACOS the Urban Explorers channel. I'm glad you're here. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Namibia, one of the most mysterious countries on Earth where the desert meets the ocean. Imagine one of the world's driest deserts, where golden dunes plunge directly into the icy waves of the Atlantic Ocean. Namibia is a land where the forces of nature collide, shaping one of the planet's most breathtaking landscapes. The world's tallest sand dunes tower here, while wild animals, elephants, lions, cheetahs, and giraffes, roam the moon-like terrain. This is also home to one of the most desolate coastlines on Earth, the Skeleton Coast, littered with shipwrecks and shrouded in eerie mist that casts a ghostly shadow over the endless landscape. Namibia holds vast underground water reserves beneath the Kalahari Desert, yet some areas see virtually no rainfall. Despite this, the world's oldest desert, the Namib, harbors creatures that have adapted over centuries to extreme conditions. Did you know that one of the world's most unique plants, the welwitschia, can live for up to 2,000 years? And if that's not enough, Namibia boasts geological wonders visible from space, such as the Fish River Canyon, the second largest canyon in the world after the Grand Canyon. Namibia's history and culture, the Himba's colonial heritage, and the struggle for independence. For thousands of years, Namibia's land was inhabited by ancient tribes such as the San, Bushmen, and the legendary Himba people, who still coat their skin with a red-hued otjize paste to protect themselves from the scorching sun. Later, the country became a German colony, a past that is still evident today in colonial towns like Swakopmund, where German breweries and Art Nouveau buildings stand at the edge of the endless desert. Namibia is one of the youngest nations of the 20th century, having gained independence from South Africa in 1990. The country's name itself comes from the Namib Desert, one of the world's oldest and most unique ecosystems. Namibia's natural wonders, where the desert meets the ocean, Skeleton Coast. One of the world's most haunting and mysterious coastlines, known for its dense fog, violent waves, and countless shipwrecks. Sossusvlei Dunes, the tallest sand dunes on Earth, shifting in color from deep red to vibrant orange at sunrise and sunset. Etosha National Park, a vast dry salt pan that is home to thousands of wild animals, including the rare white rhino. Fish River Canyon, the world's second largest canyon, featuring towering rock walls and endless panoramic views. Kalahari Desert, home to the nomadic sand people, where unique desert-adapted animals and ancient tribes coexist beneath the African sky. Namibia's economy heavily relies on mining, particularly diamonds, which are even extracted from beneath the Atlantic Ocean's waters. The country holds massive uranium and copper reserves, but tourism is playing an increasingly significant role, as travelers from around the globe come to witness Namibia's breathtaking landscapes. Namibia's unique landscape, a paradise for adventurers and nature lovers, Skeleton Coast, the land of shipwrecks and ghostly mist. This coastline is one of the most barren and eerie regions on Earth, where the cold Atlantic currents collide with the desert's hot air, creating thick fog. The region has long been feared by sailors, as treacherous currents and violent waves have caused many ships to run aground, leaving behind rusting wrecks buried in the sand. The coastline gets its name from the whale bones and shipwrecks scattered across the shore. Iconic wildlife here includes the desert-adapted lions, which have evolved to survive in the harsh conditions, and the massive Cape Fur seal colonies, numbering in the hundreds of thousands. Sossusvlei and the tallest sand dunes on Earth. Located in the Namib Desert, the Sossusvlei Dunes are among the tallest and most mesmerizing on the planet. Some reach over 300 meters, 1,000 feet high, making them the highest sand dunes in the world. Their color shifts dramatically throughout the day, from deep red to fiery orange and golden yellow. One of the most famous dunes, Big Daddy, offers thrill seekers the chance to slide down its steep slopes. Nearby, Deadvlei is a surreal landscape of a dried-up lake bed, where blackened, dead camel thorn trees stand in stark contrast against the white clay pan and the red dunes in the background. Etosha National Park, one of Africa's best safari destinations. Etosha National Park is Namibia's most famous wildlife sanctuary, centered around a vast, dry salt pan. The area's most unique feature is how the white, reflective salt crust creates an illusion of an endless mirrored landscape. The park is one of the best places to see Africa's Big Five: elephants, lions, leopards, rhinos, and buffalo. Etosha is also one of the top locations in Africa to spot the endangered white rhino. During the rainy season, the salt pan sometimes fills with water, attracting thousands of flamingos and other migratory birds. Fish River Canyon, the Grand Canyon's African rival. Located in southern Namibia, the Fish River Canyon is the second largest canyon in the world, spanning 160 kilometers, 100 miles in length, 27 kilometers, 17 miles in width, and plunging 550 meters, 1,800 feet deep. It was formed hundreds of millions of years ago through erosion by the Fish River. This is one of Namibia's top hiking destinations, with the famous Fish River Hiking Trail, a 5-day trek through rugged landscapes, rocky gorges, and natural hot springs. The canyon offers some of the most stunning scenery in Africa, particularly at sunrise and sunset, when the red and orange rock formations cast dramatic shadows across the landscape. Kalahari Desert, the land of nomadic tribes and wildlife. Stretching across eastern Namibia, the Kalahari Desert is not as dry as the Namib Desert, as it occasionally receives rain. This region is the ancient home of the San, Bushmen people, who have lived here for tens of thousands of years, maintaining their hunter-gatherer lifestyle. The Kalahari is also home to some of the world's oldest rock paintings, created by the San people. Unique desert-adapted wildlife thrives here, including cheetahs, jackals, and springboks, which have evolved to survive the arid conditions. Why visit Namibia? A land of extreme beauty and adventure, Namibia is one of Africa's most unique and awe-inspiring destinations. Whether you're a wildlife enthusiast, a landscape photographer, or an adventurer seeking rugged terrains, Namibia offers an experience like no other. From the towering red dunes of Sossusvlei to the mysterious shipwrecks of the Skeleton Coast, and from the majestic wildlife of Etosha to the ancient sand tribes of the Kalahari, this country is a land of discovery. If you dream of visiting a place where time stands still, where the desert meets the ocean, and where nature's raw beauty is untouched, then Namibia is your next great adventure. Namibia's economy, a land of diamonds, uranium, and tourism. Namibia boasts one of the most stable economies in Africa, driven by mining, agriculture, and tourism. In addition to exploiting its vast natural resources, the country has placed a strong emphasis on ecotourism and sustainable development. Namibia's economic growth and stability are largely attributed to its highly regulated and transparent mining sector, which is among the best managed in the world. Mining sector, diamonds, uranium, and copper. The mining industry is the backbone of Namibia's economy, contributing approximately 12% to its GDP and playing a significant role in exports. Diamond mining, Namibia's most valuable resource. Diamond extraction is one of the country's most crucial industries, making Namibia a global leader in diamond exports. Diamond mining takes place in two primary areas: offshore, diamond mining. Along the Atlantic coastline, one of the most advanced marine diamond mining operations in the world is in place. Huge diamond deposits are embedded in the seabed, extracted using specialized underwater vessels and dredging ships. Debmarine Namibia, a joint venture between the Namibian government and De Beers Diamond Company, is one of the most sophisticated deep-sea diamond mining companies globally. Onshore diamond mining. The Namdeb Diamond Corporation extracts high-quality diamonds, particularly in the Namib Desert. The diamonds mined in this region are of exceptionally high quality and represent a major share of the country's exports. The revenues from diamond mining are a key contributor to Namibia's economic development, funding education, healthcare, and infrastructure projects. Uranium mining, Namibia, as a global uranium exporter. Namibia is the fourth largest producer of uranium in the world, and uranium exports are one of its most significant revenue streams. The country's uranium mines play a strategic role in global nuclear energy production. Major uranium mines. Rosing Uranium Mine, one of the world's oldest and largest uranium mines, originally operated by Rio Tinto before being acquired by Chinese investors. Husab Uranium Mine, one of the largest uranium-producing operations in the world, representing China's largest mining investment in Africa. Langer Heinrich Uranium Mine, a key source of exported uranium, primarily supplying international markets. With the growing demand for nuclear energy, Namibia's uranium sector remains a vital global supplier. Copper and other minerals. Copper mining is also a significant industry in Namibia, with Tsumeb Mine being one of its largest operations. Additionally, the country exports zinc, gold, and various industrial minerals, contributing to the diversification of its mineral wealth. Tourism. Namibia's natural wonders attracting visitors. Tourism is one of Namibia's fastest-growing economic sectors, attracting hundreds of thousands of visitors annually. The country's stunning landscapes, diverse wildlife, and rich cultural heritage make it a global tourism hotspot. Ecotourism and safari adventure. Namibia is one of Africa's leading ecotourism destinations, with protected areas and national parks playing a central role in its conservation efforts. More than 40% of Namibia's land is designated as protected areas, home to some of the rarest and most endangered species. Top tourist attractions: Etosha National Park, Namibia's largest and most famous safari destination, home to thousands of wild animals, including lions, elephants, and rhinos. Sossusvlei, a breathtaking desert landscape featuring towering orange sand dunes and the eerie dried-out Deadvlei Pan. Skeleton Coast, a mystical coastline filled with shipwrecks, renowned for its dramatic landscapes and unique wildlife. Swakopmund and Walvis Bay, coastal cities famous for sandboarding, dolphin watching, and kayaking adventures. Cultural tourism, exploring Namibia's indigenous tribes. Namibia is home to numerous ancient tribal cultures, offering visitors a glimpse into the traditional lifestyles of its indigenous peoples. The Himba people, a window into Namibia's past. One of the most famous ethnic groups in Namibia is the Himba tribe, known for their nomadic lifestyle and unique beauty traditions. Himba women coat their skin with a red ochre mixture, ogize, made from butterfat and natural pigments, which protects them from the harsh desert sun. Visitors to Namibia can experience traditional Himba villages where locals maintain their centuries-old customs. Handmade Himba jewelry and crafts sold in local markets. Authentic cultural interactions where travelers learn about the Himba's nomadic way of life, survival techniques, and social structures. Namibia's rich cultural diversity, combined with its natural beauty, makes it an unforgettable destination for travelers seeking adventure and authentic African experiences. Economic impacts and sustainability. Tourism not only contributes significantly to Namibia's national revenue, but also creates numerous job opportunities for the local population. Conservation efforts are a top priority, with many ecotourism projects being developed in a sustainable manner. The country has established numerous private reserves and wildlife protection programs to ensure that tourism does not harm the environment. Namibia's economic outlook. Namibia's economy will continue to be heavily reliant on mining and tourism in the coming years. However, the country faces challenges such as fluctuations in global mineral markets and the impact of climate change, which could affect tourism and agriculture. Nevertheless, transparent government regulations, abundant natural resources, and a growing tourism sector provide a strong foundation for Namibia's long-term economic growth and stability. Namibia, one of the world's most unique destinations. Namibia is a land where nature's raw power shapes the landscape and where untouched wilderness remains far from the modern world. It offers some of the most spectacular and diverse landscapes on Earth, from endless sand dunes to shipwreck-strewn coastlines, vast savannas to deep canyons. Anyone who visits Namibia takes home unforgettable experiences that last a lifetime. Namibia, where endless landscapes meet the power of nature. If you're looking for a place where nature remains wild and untouched, where sand dunes reach the sky, and where the night sky reveals more stars than anywhere else on the planet, then Namibia is your destination. It's a world where the past meets the present, and where the infinite African landscapes captivate every traveler. Namibia's population and the role of women in society. Namibia has a population of approximately 2.5 million people, making it one of the least densely populated countries in the world. The country's cultural and ethnic diversity is shaped by a history of African tribal influences, European colonization, and modern migration. Local people, especially women, play a key role in community life, the economy, and cultural traditions. The position of Namibian women is both modern and traditional, as the country strives for gender equality while maintaining strong tribal traditions in many regions. Namibia's demographic composition and local cultures. Namibia is home to diverse ethnic groups, each contributing to its unique cultural identity. The largest groups include Ovambo, over 50%, Namibia's largest ethnic group, predominantly living in the northern regions, Kavango, Herero, and Damara tribes, significant communities that maintain traditional ways of life. Himba people, one of the world's most well-known indigenous tribes, still practicing a traditional semi-nomadic lifestyle. San, Bushmen, one of Africa's oldest indigenous groups, known for their hunter-gatherer traditions. German and African descendant communities. Due to Namibia's colonial history, a relatively large European population also resides in the country. Most Namibians live in rural areas, where traditional lifestyles remain deeply rooted. However, cities like Windhoek and Swakopmund are witnessing a modernizing society, where education, business, and technology are shaping a new era. The role of women in Namibian society. Namibian women have historically played a crucial role in community life, agriculture, and family structures. However, with the country's development, women are gaining more prominence in education, the workforce, and politics. Namibia is one of the leading African countries in promoting gender equality, with several initiatives aimed at empowering women. Traditional roles and tribal culture. In rural areas, many women still follow traditional roles, particularly in tribal societies such as the Himba, Herero, and Ovambo communities. Himba women, guardians of tradition. The Himba women are one of Africa's most iconic tribal communities, known for their distinctive red skin, which they coat with untouched paste, a mixture of animal fat and ochre. In Himba society, women are responsible for household duties, livestock, and child rearing. Marriages are often arranged in advance, and women play a vital role in maintaining family traditions. Herero women, a legacy of colonial influence. The Herero women are famous for their Victorian-style dresses, a tradition inherited from Namibia's German colonial past. While many Herero women maintain their roles within the family, an increasing number are entering business and politics. Namibia's women bridge the gap between tradition and modernity, ensuring that their cultural heritage is preserved while embracing opportunities for empowerment and progress. Ovambo women, the backbone of Namibia's population. The Ovambo people make up the majority of Namibia's population, and many women work in modern professions, while those in rural areas still engage in agriculture and small business operations. Modern Namibian women and the role of education. Over the past decades, Namibia has made significant progress in improving women's education, and today, more women than ever are obtaining higher education degrees. Urban women are becoming more independent, with many working in business, healthcare, education, and politics. Nearly half of Namibia's parliament members are women, one of the highest proportions in Africa. The economic role of Namibian women, rural women, and agriculture. Women play a key role in family-run farms, primarily in crop cultivation and livestock management. Entrepreneurial spirit. Many Namibian women start small businesses, such as handicraft production or tourism-related services. Workforce representation. Women are increasingly employed in finance, administration, media, and education sectors. Challenges facing Namibian women in society. Despite Namibia's progress toward gender equality, challenges remain. Sexual and domestic violence. Gender-based violence is a problem, particularly in rural areas. The government and various NGOs are actively working to combat it. Early marriages and childbearing. Although child marriages are illegal, they still occur in some rural communities. Economic inequality. Women continue to earn less than men and face difficulties accessing high-level corporate jobs. Conclusion: Namibia is a rapidly modernizing country where women are playing an increasing role in the economy, politics, and education. While traditional tribal structures still dominate rural areas, urban women are becoming more independent. Although Namibia has achieved significant progress in gender equality, social challenges remain. However, women-led initiatives and female political leadership offer hope that the country will continue advancing in this area. Security, public safety, and healthcare in Namibia. Namibia is one of the safest countries in Africa, particularly in the sub-Saharan region. Its political stability and relatively low crime rate make it a popular destination for travelers. The country's public safety, healthcare system, and infrastructure improvements contribute to Namibia's growing reputation as a prime destination for tourism and investment. Public safety and crime in Namibia. Namibia's security situation is better than in many other African nations, but certain precautions are necessary. General safety. In major cities like Windhoek, Swakopmund, and Walvis Bay, public safety is generally good, but minor crimes, such as pickpocketing, car theft, or muggings, can occur, particularly in crowded places. Tourists should be cautious about displaying valuable items like cameras or expensive phones in public. Walking alone at night is not recommended, particularly in certain areas of Windhoek and other large cities. Safety in rural areas and national parks. Rural regions and national parks are very safe, but precautions are necessary when encountering wild animals. Visitors should respect conservation guidelines and follow the instructions of park officials. Road conditions vary, and assistance may be limited in remote desert areas in case of vehicle breakdowns. Road and transportation safety. Namibia follows left-hand driving, and most roads are well maintained. Desert roads, especially in the Namib Desert and Skeleton Coast region, can be isolated, and in case of an accident, help may take hours to arrive. Wild animals such as antelopes and zebras frequently cross roads, particularly at dusk and nighttime, making cautious driving essential. Many rural roads are gravel or sand-covered, so a 4x4 vehicle is recommended for longer journeys. Terrorism and political situation. Namibia faces no significant terrorist threats and remains politically stable. In recent years, the country has experienced no major uprisings or waves of political violence. Namibia functions as a democracy, and its government is considered one of the most transparent in the region. Healthcare system and medical facilities in Namibia. Namibia's healthcare system is more developed than the African average, particularly in larger cities. The country's hospitals, clinics, and pharmacies are of decent quality, though healthcare services in rural areas can be limited. Medical facilities and hospitals. Windhoek and Swakopmund have high-standard private hospitals and medical centers, such as Mediclinic and Roman Catholic Hospital, equipped with modern medical technology. Public hospitals in smaller towns and rural areas are less equipped, and longer waiting times may be expected. For serious medical issues, many Namibians and tourists travel to neighboring South Africa, which has a more advanced healthcare system. Malaria and other health risks. Malaria. Most of Namibia is malaria-free, but the northern regions, such as the Caprivi Strip and areas near Etosha National Park, pose a higher malaria risk. It is recommended to take anti-malaria medication and use mosquito nets. Drinking water. In major cities, tap water is generally safe to drink, but in rural areas and national parks, it is advised to drink bottled water. Vaccinations. It is recommended to have basic vaccinations, hepatitis A and B, typhoid, tetanus, before traveling. Namibian cuisine, a land of hunting and traditional flavors. Namibian cuisine is a unique fusion of traditional African flavors, German colonial influences, and game meat-based dishes. The country's culinary traditions are deeply influenced by wild game meats and ancient tribal recipes. Game meat and exotic dishes. Namibia is one of Africa's top destinations for wild game lovers. Some of the most popular dishes include oryx steak, gemsbok steak, one of Namibia's most famous and flavorful game meats. Kudu steak. Kudu antelope meat is highly popular, often served grilled or in stews. Springbok carpaccio, thinly sliced, raw or smoked springbok meat, a local delicacy. Zebra steak, less common, but available in some restaurants, featuring a slightly sweet flavor. Traditional Namibian dishes. Pap, maize porridge, a thick cornmeal dish, often served with meat or vegetables. Kapana, grilled beef strips sold at street markets, typically served with spicy sauce. Biltong, dried spiced meat, a popular snack across the country. Mopane worms, a protein-rich caterpillar species, often fried and eaten as a crunchy snack. German influence in pastries. Due to Namibia's German colonial past, German-style foods are widely available, including bratwurst sausages, pretzels, Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte, Black Forest cake, beverages. Namibian. Beer. Namibia is known for its beer production, with popular brands such as Windhoek Lager and Tafel Lager. Rooibos tea, a South African-influenced herbal tea, naturally caffeine-free and rich in antioxidants. Conclusion. Namibia is a safe, well-organized country where tourists can travel with confidence, provided they follow basic safety precautions. The healthcare system is adequate, particularly in major cities, though it can be limited in rural areas. Namibian cuisine is exciting and diverse, ranging from game meats to traditional African dishes. The country is not only known for its natural beauty, but also for its unique gastronomy and warm hospitality. If you liked the video, subscribe.